Hi, in the previous video, we saw how to design and invest in our first portfolio. So in this video, we'll see how we can do a rebalancing for this portfolio. One of the important thing in any kind of quant-based portfolios is that we should regularly rebalance the portfolio. So the rebalancing will help us to remove stocks that are no longer performing and also allows us to add new stocks into the portfolio that are showing potential. So to begin with, like there is no restriction from the from the platform about when we can do the rebalancing. It gives the full flexibility to the user to decide the time and the day for rebalancing. But it is the best practice to have a regular scheduled rebalance so that we are systematic in doing the rebalance and not take random ad hoc decisions. So as a best practice, try to identify a particular day in a week or a particular day in a month if you're doing a monthly rebalance, and a particular day of a week if you're doing weekly rebalance. So uh, let's say if you are going to do the rebalancing today. So the first step that you have to do is we go back to the models again, and we just run the model to see if there are any changes. So in this case, I created this model today itself, so there may not be much changes. So there is no change here. However, if there was some changes, so like if you see, oh, I selected 10 stocks here. So let's go with back with the 5 stocks. Okay, so the top 5 stock remains the same. If there were some changes, that would have been reflected here. So, and if you find that some of the stocks are new and we want to add it, we can just add those stocks into the portfolio. And if we feel that some of the stocks are not required, for example, let's say Deepak fertilizer, currently it is showing as 0, so we don't want this, so we just remove it and we can just save. So the total number of portfolios in the stocks becomes 4. But we still want to keep 5 stocks. So in that case, we can just add one more stock into the portfolio and just run it. And we try to list the top 6 stocks. So if you see here, there are top 6 stocks that have been identified. So that is the KEI is the sixth stock. But since we are going to remove the Deepak fertilizer, we just remove it because we don't have any stocks there, and we'll add KEI. So we just label it again and save it into the portfolio. So now we have 5 stocks in the portfolio. So we can just go back to the portfolio, and yes, we can see that KEI is here. And once we have made the changes in the portfolio, we can just optimize it again to see how much any changes that need to be made into the stocks. So if you see here, oh, it still says that K is not to be invested. Yes, of course, to the day it was going down, so it's suggesting not to invest in this stock. However, if there were some other stocks that would need to be purchased, it would have been listed here. And if any of the stocks need to be sold, it would be listed here. So that's it. So once you got the list, you can just look at the current market region, and based on that we can take the decision of whether to buy or sell. Thank you. So this is how we do the rebalancing. In the next video I'm going to explain if how to add our existing stocks into this portfolio. Thank you.